All right. So here we are in our thought-filled therapy training in our personal development section. So what we're going to be doing here is using a technique called thought-filled therapy, and we're short TFT for short. And what we're going to be doing here is throughout people's lives, we develop stresses, we develop blocks, traumas, bad beliefs, and a lot of different things that cork us up and hold us back as people. And what happens is these traumas and these beliefs and these thoughts, they develop neural pathways in our brains. And what happens is those neural pathways, they become so predominant that they cork up the rest of our body and they send bad energy throughout our body. And what this actually does is it throws off your cortisol levels, and it's very bad. It activates your autonomic nervous system, and you're not getting the right amount of dopamine or anything else. And meditation helps with that a lot. But what we're going to be doing here is, and you can't, is getting rid of these thought patterns or neural pathways, because you can't live a functional life if you're always thinking about what happened or what's wrong and traumas and fears and stuff. So you got to get rid of those so you can move forward in life. And that's what we're going to be doing here. So what we're going to be doing here is tapping on meridian points. And I'm going to the first thing, they're all over the place. They're on your hands, your fingertips. Okay, you got them all over the place. And what we're going to be doing here is showing you how to tap on these in sequence so that you can release fears and traumas and discomforts and all sorts of things. Now the first thing that I'm going to show you is a technique for anxiety, because I know a lot of people have anxiety, especially these days, and they get very overwhelmed. And I have horrible anxiety. I've been able to manage it with these techniques, but that's probably why I know them. In fact, I know it is because I've had such horrible anxiety. And this technique in particular does a really good job with anxiety and getting you calm. And it only takes, I think, like a minute, maybe a minute or two at the most. So the first thing we want to do here is take one of our hands. You can start with either side, and you want to find kind of this empty spot below your Adam's apple. Go down and right above your chest, and it's going to be a little soft spot right there. Once you find that, go down an inch and either go right or left to your collarbone. So you want to be about right here with your collarbone. Okay. Then what you want to do, okay, put your two fingers there. So go down that soft spot down about an inch, and then right or left about an inch till you find that collarbone spot. And what you want to do is take these two fingers with your other hand now and stick them right on your pinky, right below the knuckle, right there. And what you want to do is tap on this, okay, while you're in this position. And while you're tapping on it, just go ahead and breathe in. And this is why we did meditation first, because we're showing you how to meditate at the same time while doing this and releasing blocks. So you're getting the most out of it. And I think what you'll find is a lot of people are going to want to use these routines in sequence. You'll find your own way. So let's go ahead and find our spot, put our fingers below the pinky, tap on it, and then breathe in all the way, and then breathe out halfway. Stop. Breathe out halfway again. Breathe in halfway. Stop. And breathe out. Okay. And then what you want to do is you still want to find that spot, but you want to put your knuckles there instead of your fingers. Okay, so let's go ahead and put our knuckles there. All right, and do the same thing. Breathe in all the way. Breathe out halfway. Halfway again, or all the way now. Breathe in halfway. Stop. Breathe out all the way. And this is going to help get rid of new destructive neural pathways, get rid of these bad neural pathways, and it's going to help create new ones. So now that you've done that, we're going to switch to the other side now. Okay, and we're going to use our knuckles. Go down to the left, and we'll use our knuckles. And then do the same thing on the other side. So breathe in all the way. Breathe out halfway. Stop. Breathe out all the way. Breathe halfway in. Stop. Breathe all the way out. Okay, and then take your finger and do it again. Except do it with your fingers and not your knuckles this time. And this will be the last time for this anxiety practice. So go ahead and breathe in all the way. Breathe out halfway. Breathe out all the way. Now breathe in halfway. Breathe out all the way. Okay. And that technique takes about a minute or two, and that's really extremely effective at helping with anxiety and even curing it for a lot of people. There's been a lot of trauma victims that are using these techniques, have been through some very serious stuff. Refugees, veterans, who've been traumatized in the military. A lot of people, these techniques have helped. So they're very powerful. What we're going to do next now, go ahead and do that technique, or wait till after the video or whatever. Or you can pause it, or whatever you feel comfortable with. And what we're going to do after that is go ahead and tap on our karate chop point. So take our 4 fingers and tap on this point about 8 to 10 times. Okay, or whatever you feel comfortable. Good 8 to 10 or so. And then you want to take your 2 fingers and tap right underneath your nose. Okay. Kind of rate how much better you feel once you go through every one of these. Then what you want to do is take your 2 fingers and put it right above your eye, right about here, and tap on this about 8 to 10 times. It's generally about 8 to 10 times, or however many you feel like. Then you want to go down beneath your eye, right here. Tap again. Then you want to go underneath your shoulder. So right back here. Okay, this area right here. Tap on that. Okay, just tap on that. And then what you want to do is go down again and find that spot you did before and just tap on that really quick. Okay, and then rate yourself if you feel any better on a 1 to 10 if you'd like, or whatever you feel comfortable. But the ones who taught this did recommend that you rate how you feel after this on a 1 to 10 scale. Okay, next thing you want to do after you've done that one is take your index finger right here and just tap on the outside of it. Okay, and then you want to tap again up here. Tap on your pinky finger now, right on the fingernail, just like you did your index. And then tap up here again. Alright. Then what you want to do, go ahead and rate again. See how you feel better on a 1 to 10. And then you want to take your hands and place them right about here where those spots were. And rub your collarbone and just kind of rub all of that out. Remember the meditation tactics. You want to get comfortable while you're doing this. Okay, so go ahead and rub these out. And rub on your collarbone and kind of get yourself feeling better. Get your brain, focus on your brain and everything. Comfort from head to toe. That's your main thing. You want to be comfortable. Okay, so do that for a little bit. Focus on your breathing. Always focus on your breathing when you're doing any of this. Alright, and then the last thing that you want to do here is just go ahead and tap on right here between, right underneath your knuckle. Okay, and what we're going to want to do, oh wait, sorry, let's find your spot. Okay, is you're going to want to close your eyes. While you do this, find your spot again. Close your eyes. Open them. And you want to look left. Try to do it without moving your head. Just kind of look left at the wall or whatever's left of you. Look right. And then what you want to do is roll your eyes around and look up at the ceiling, roll around, look down, and just kind of roll them around while you're doing this. Okay, and then go the other way. I know this probably looks funny, but go ahead and do it anyway. Okay, and just kind of roll them around and get yourself centered. And then what you're going to want to do is hum. Just kind of do a hum and just kind of and then count. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then hum again. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what that's doing is it's syncing your right and left brain hemisphere. When you hum, it's activating your right brain, and when you count, it's activating your left. So while you're tapping on it, you're blowing out neural pathways and you're syncing your brain. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this again. Well, I guess really that's it. And I don't even think you need to touch your meridian. So do whatever you feel is comfortable. Just kind of tap on this. Close your eyes. Open them. Go right or left, whichever you prefer, and then just make sure to roll your eyes in a circle and just go ahead and look at the ceiling, roll them around, look at the ground. Okay, until you get used to this, roll them back around. Yeah, you don't really need to touch your meridian point. Just go ahead and hold your hand. Okay, that's more of the anxiety one. Okay, and then roll them around, and then what you want to do is, again, hum. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hum again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then finally, what you want to do while you're doing this, keep tapping, look down, and focus all your energy up that you don't want to be there. The bad energy, focus in comfort, and just kind of release it all. Just kind of as you go up, put your head down and lift your head up, and as you are, release all this, it's the negativity or whatever you don't want there. Just kind of and tilt your head all the way up and release whatever's there. And that's going to make you feel a whole lot better. These are some very, very powerful techniques. And the thought-filled therapy, it's a very, very powerful technique. They all are, but this is a very extremely powerful technique that's helped a lot of people who've been through a lot of stuff. So go ahead and do that. Get you once you got your meditation in, get you a thought-filled therapy and kind of combine the two. And kind of practice this technique. And we've also put a button at the bottom of the screen so you can find out the actual people who are teaching this and how they do it. And you can even teach it yourself if you want. So go ahead and do that. Click on that button if you'd like to learn more about it, or if you'd like to become a practitioner even. And you could even do this yourself and teach people how to do it. Okay, so that's it for this video. Go ahead and do the techniques and get yourself feeling a little bit better, and we'll move on to the next video and teach you how to do energy healings so you can keep your energy nice and high as well. And this the energy healing kind of finishes it off. So go ahead and do this and get your meditation, get your thought-filled therapy going, and head on to the next video, and we're going to work on your energy healing. We're going to show you how to do an energy healing as well.